So if you keep walking a lot barefoot, you get better at it. So what you want is, you want an active lifestyle, you want to move, and you want to do so consciously. Consciously. Okay, so last time I managed to climb up this tree without jumping. Let's see if I can do it again. Okay? So a lot of the heaviness you're feeling is not actually you, it's just something. Maybe it's something you've been eating, you know. Maybe it's just, you know, not enough time outside, or somebody you know is struggling, something like this. You know, it's all connected. It's the basic teaching of oneness. It's never just you. Wow, okay, this is gonna be... Sometimes you just know it's too hard. Sometimes you just know it's too hard. And then you say, okay, for whatever reason, you gotta build it up. You gotta build it up. As sad as it sounds. And then you can say, hey, instead, I'm just gonna juggle. Just going for the juggling. Because yesterday I felt almost dead, but I still finished 800 pages of... I mean, I didn't do them all yesterday. I just finished adding the last pages of Crazy Wisdom 3. Now I have to read it one more time, do the fine-tuning, and then I can release it. It's a hell of a lot of work. Need a lot of focus and attention, which is why this helps me to also work behind the computer. And working behind the computer also sometimes helps me to do this, because I can show my strength by standing and focusing and holding focus and staying conscious of what's happening around me and whoever barges into my emotional space in a way. So maybe this is my gateway into, maybe if I do this for some time, I can then actually climb. So I actually wanted to do this silent. But sometimes, you know, I feel like things just need to be said. Things just need to be said. Things needed to be done. And before you can truly become yourself, you have to do a lot of weird stuff. I mean, I'm doing cleansing. I'm sometimes drinking tea that makes me feel nauseous, but I know it's just part of the cleansing. Heavy emotions, drawing them out. I've been poisoned by people's fear and anger all my life, and I've just started to become sick of it. So I simply wanted to change something, and that's what my message is. You know, I'm just showing it, right? And I'm just talking about the struggle, because if you think this is easy, then you've never done this. If you think this is easy, then you're just a talker, because if you would have done it, you wouldn't know how hard it is. Just stand here somewhere out in the open and just do this. But I've gotten better over time. And so, you know, this is also juggling stuff in your mind. What to eat when, how much to eat. You know, if you should eat at all. But if hunger is driving you insane, you know, sometimes I just eat then, and then I move on. So I just bought a bottle of wine for tonight, just trying to see where this day is going. It's a Saturday. Earlier it rained and suddenly the sun is out, and that's then, right, you know, it's time. I wanted to escape from this place over and over again, but somehow it just kept me interested. Some people I met here, and it's just getting more and more interesting. So sometimes it's better to just stay where you are and put in the work. Find a place that you like and just keep going there, even though you don't know why you like it. And now I'm going to put up my slackline, record myself, do a session, and then just see where this is going to go. Right? Maybe just one more time? Just see? I don't think so. But this is also training already. You can just hold this. Okay? Okay, there's women in my life which I just clearly reject. And that's all I'm gonna say, right? There's just things I will never go back to, even at the cost of staying alone for the rest of my life. And there's women that never actually struggled with me, they just struggled for themselves. And that's what I mean. Sometimes you spend time with women you never really connected. But you feel like they're still looming around, just getting like some nice time. But if you want to be a man and a father, in my case, I'll rather stay away from women who were handed around too many times. Because they will just, you know, it's not that they were handed around, it's just that, you know, they also jumped ship. And that's also my message, you know, it's not just about us men being awful, it's also about women doing exactly the same thing. And not because we did it first, it's just because we all have both sides. And there are things that I've chosen, and I said I'm gonna choose it at the cost of, you know, possibly being alone for the rest of my life. And that's a choice I've made. Because I once chose a woman, and then I said, well, it's either that or nothing. And that in a way liberated me from running after any kind of woman. And if I was in places and there was like women and they were like, ah, flattering themselves, I was like, yeah, you'd never survive a winter without a radiator, because you're a little princess. And I want something tough, something that fits to me. And I think I found her. And now you just have to stay true to it. Just hold on. Just never give in to cheating. And that's just my vision, that's my mission. And whatever she does, well, you know, if she screws up on her side, then I'm just gonna be alone. And that's okay. Although it would be much nicer to actually do this together. Right? It's like, that's what I mean. You know, Avatar movies can be inspiring as well. Because when you see this, you realize that's what I want. I want to choose one woman. And when you awaken, you know, you have to make up for everything you've done before, and you have to do your cleansing, especially root chakra. But then you just open up to one woman and you say, that's it. And if she does the same, then you can create a new life in balance and harmony. And today I feel completely, I don't know. I actually drank no coffee. I drank one yesterday, but I still feel the coffee lurking around in my mind, speeding up time. And maybe it was important to do that because time is of the essence. But that's just for how long coffee stays in your system, especially if you've been drinking it for some time. You will no longer remember who you are without coffee. Coffee is like a wraith. It's like an angry spirit, my friend. It's gonna drive you insane, right? So gotta let go of filming sometimes.